We're having a look at my hot lemon drop chili plants. These are the ones I sowed from seed back in January. I think I did a video on it. And all 20 of the seeds I sowed germinated. So I got lots of plants, and I managed to snip the tops off of them to help them really encourage them to branch out. If you look here, this is one of them. It has lots and lots of branches, which just means so many flowers, and now the beginning of fruits too. I'll show you how the flowers look. They're really beautiful little things. Got little green insides. You can find one that's kind of open now. Look at that. It's morning, so they're not quite open. Really pretty things. And there are lots of chilies forming here. They'll be yellow when they're ripe, of course. But I've actually tasted some of them now as they're green, and they still have that really beautiful lemon tang to them. So flavoursome. The reason I grew so many is because last year I got a little jar of hot lemon drop chili jam, and I just thought it was the most delicious thing. It's so versatile. It's great on toast and just great with all kinds of dishes, and so I really wanted to make some myself. So yeah, I'm growing these guys, and the really great thing about these is they do take a really long time to get going. So having started them in January, we're now in August and they're not even ripe yet. So it takes I mean, maybe it's quicker in like really warmer countries, but I am in the UK, so, and I keep these guys outside. They don't seem to want really hot direct sun. We had a really big heat wave at one point, and you can see some of these leaves are quite curled, and there was like heat damage. They took some heat damage when they were in really hot sun, and the ones that were more in the shade are completely really healthy looking, normal, flat leaves. So I think they do, if you're in a really hot place, they would want to have some protection from the really, really blistering sun. But the thing that I was going to say about these is that most chilies, you grow them as annuals, because by the time winter rolls around and they've finished fruiting, they're quite spent. These ones can grow really big and they can produce for several years. They do say that most chilies can do that, but I really fancy to try it with these guys. I'll take maybe the best looking ones. I probably can't do all of them because there's so many of them, but I'll take the best looking, the healthiest looking ones, and take them into the house and overwinter them, keep them really dry, and just water them when the top 2 inches are dry of the soil. So try to keep them from getting too wet or waterlogged or anything, and then keep them somewhere nice and warm, and when the spring comes again next year, then they can come back outside again. So, and of course that will mean I'll have an earlier harvest next year, which I'm really thinking is a great thing to do. So lots of fun to grow these little beauties.